Welcome to The Score, the free epicenter of local high school sports. We've got it all, so don't miss out. Brace yourself for fierce competition, highlights, and unforgettable moments. All brought to you by Central Maine Community College. More than just a community college, over 40 academic degrees and certificates. One of the lowest tuition rates in New England. Just go to cmcc.edu. Central Maine Motors Auto Group in Waterville, the dealer with no dock fees, where cars and trucks cost you less. Online at cmautogroup.com. Hammond Lumber Company, serving Maine and New Hampshire from 22 locations. Your building project partner, hammondlumber.com. Midstate Machine. Looking for a career? Check out the Machinist Development Program at midstateusa.com. Also brought to you by Whittemore & Sons, your Coyote tractor dealer. Sales and service by a family that cares. Somerset Stone and Stove, offering quality gas, pellet, and wood stoves and hardscape products. 201 Tire Battery and Service, your tire and battery experts on the Augusta-Vassalboro line. PJ Diggs, the excavation pros. If it's dirt, they do it. Renewal by Anderson, award-winning replacement windows and doors. Schedule your free consultation today. Assistance Plus, providing home care, behavioral health, and developmental services. Together, we can make a difference. Computer Improvements, Water Street, Skowhegan, your headquarters for computer maintenance. Dixon's Country Market in Benton, with 24-hour diesel service and the best takeout food around. And by Casella Waste, for your residential and commercial trash pickup. Now, let's go live to Mike Violet and AJ Knight.
Good evening for what is becoming our home away from home this week anyway, Erskine Academy High School in South China. Tonight it's more girls basketball from EA as the Erskine Academy Eagles take on the Medomak Valley Panthers. I'm Mike Violet, he's AJ Knight. Galen Neal is back on the camera tonight as our videographer here. And when we talk about the Medomak Valley Panthers, we're not talking about twin towers, we're not talking about triple towers. We're talking about the possibility of quadruple towers. You see, Medomak Valley on their roster has two girls, both 6 feet, one 5'11", and one 5'10". Now, fortunately for Danielle Lefferts and the Erskine Academy Eagles, they don't all play at the same time, but sometimes two of them do. But in all seriousness, the challenge tonight for Coach Lefferts and this Erskine Academy team is dealing with the Medomak Valley height.
Yeah, in our pregame exchange with Coach Vinyl, she went to a old night family saying, which is, how would you describe your team? And her response was, you can't teach tall.
Right.
Really, it talked about her. You talked about the centers, which she specifically pointed out they had 4 centers that they could rotate through. But she also talked about how just lengthwise across her team, her smallest player is 5'5", and there's only one guard at that.
Right.
So they pose a challenge with a lot of length, because when we were here Tuesday, when Waterville came to Erskine Academy against these girls and the Eagles got the win, Mara Von Osen had at least a 15-15 game. Unfortunately for her teammates, the young Panthers team couldn't follow along with her, but she had a very dominant game herself as a post player, and that doesn't bode well necessarily for Erskine tonight.
Right. That is one tower in the case of Mara Von Osen. We're talking about 4 in total here for these Medomak Valley Panthers, and they definitely use that to their advantage. In fact, in our exchange with Coach Vinyl, she said, when you see my team, you will definitely see how big we are, and we can definitely see it. Those 4 players who range from 5'11" to 6 feet, and they have a great defensive team. They block a lot of shots. Obviously, they're terrific off the boards. And as she said, our offense rolls from that. So somehow, some way, Erskine Academy is going to have to figure out and box out more than ever on the boards, both on the offensive side. They've got to follow their shots, and on the defensive side, get a body between that Medomak Valley player in the basket. It is imperative tonight, or they're going to be in trouble.
Yeah, it's going to need to be a team rebounding effort, I think, from Erskine Academy, because you get hammered on the glass, it can really make up for a poor shooting night. So even if you play great perimeter defense, offensive boards will kill you, because you can get easy putbacks, draw fouls, or offensive rebounds are the best time to get a wide open 3 for the Panthers.
One of those bigs for Medomak Valley is Maya Cannon, the 5'11 senior. She specifically was singled out by Danielle Lefferts, the Erskine Academy coach, as someone that Erskine Academy had to definitely keep an eye on, because she can definitely score. Now, Erskine Academy, the win over Waterville the other night. We saw two really good guards in Olivia Childs, the 5'1" freshman, handled the ball beautifully, and Kelsey Dunn with a game-high 18, another freshman at 5'5", play terrific in the backcourt. So while the strength of Medomak Valley is up front with their bigs, the strength for Erskine Academy is in the backcourt with a terrific true point guard and a really good scoring guard.
Yes, and I did some math for you, Mike.
Good.
So I've got stats for Erskine Academy for their Belfast, Gardner, Levitt, and of course we were here for the Waterville game. There's one game I'm missing. They're 3-2 on the season. In those games, they've scored 189 points. Dunn and Childs, of the 189, have scored 120, which is 63.5%. Those two account for nearly 2/3 of the offense of the team in those 4 games.
The numbers don't lie in that case.
And I think they're going to need to tonight. And especially, we saw one of the things that really allowed Erskine Academy to get their first comfortable win, because all 4 of their games before that had all been decided by single digits. They'd split the 4. Was the start. They got off to a great start. They blanked Waterville in the second quarter. And that tail end of the first and the beginning of the third quarter was a 19-0 run. And then their defense, again, they closed the game on a 16-2 run because they forced, I think, 27 turnovers against Waterville. So that press is going to be interesting to see how Medomak Valley handles it, because I would imagine they're probably going to give Erskine Academy a little bit of a dose of it themselves, especially with their length.
Medomak Valley opened the season by losing 2 of 3. Then they ripped off 3 straight wins over Mount View, Winslow, and Morse. Really big wins, more than 40 points in all of them. Lost one to Yarmouth in their previous timeout before the last timeout, beating Lincoln Academy big 59-27. So they are 5-3. They've actually got 8 games in so far. We were here in the gym the other night on the first night of the new year that basketball was played, that sports was played in. Of course, Erskine Academy blew out Waterville 55-32. Kind of a deceptive score, but not a deceptive score. Waterville did close it down to 9 in the fourth quarter, but you never really had the feeling they were going to make a run at it. Then a 16-2 run by Erskine Academy to close.
That'll seal it. Dunn had 6 of those 16 and really kind of solidified. She was our score spotlight player of the game. She finished, I think, with a game-high 19, was 19. really dominant, specifically defensively forcing turnovers and, of course, getting some easy layups. Just a couple more numbers for Medomak Valley in that 4 out of 5. They've won 4 of their last 5. They've outscored opponents 289-130. Their one loss was the Yarmouth. It was 42-37. And, in fact, 2 of their 3 losses this season have been by single digits.
Right.
So they've won 5, they've lost 2 by single digits, and then Camden Hill's got the best of them, 65-36. They also, both these teams have a pair of common opponents. Erskine Academy lost to Levitt 51-46. Medomak Valley beat them 41-32. And then Erskine lost to Mount View 55-48. Medomak Valley beat them 61-32.
So it's kind of a classic matchup. The size, the bigs of Medomak Valley, the guards, the small guards of Erskine Academy. We'll roll it out there and see what happens. Medomak Valley and Erskine Academy, we take a timeout. We're back with the starting lineups and basketball from beautiful South China, Maine, right after this on The Score.
Central Maine Community College in Auburn. Over 40 academic degrees and programs recognized as some of the best in the United States. Nursing, criminal justice, forensic, psychology, IT, education, culinary arts, and so much more. Offering one of the lowest tuition rates in New England. Plus, a top-seeded national champion producing athletics department. Central Maine Community College in Auburn. Find your passion. Go to cmcc.edu.
Do you need to replace your old, worn-out windows? Then you need to call Renewal by Andersen today. We're the replacement window division of Andersen, which means you can get your project started right away by scheduling a free in-home consultation. Ask your consultant about pricing options, including our 1-year price lock guarantee quote. Call now to schedule your free design consultation. This fantastic money-saving deal with great financing ends soon. Installation is always included. Call now.
When you're ready to tackle your next building project, no matter how big or small, depend on Hammond Lumber Company for the products and services you need. The knowledgeable staff at Hammond Lumber will be with you every step of the way and keep your project on schedule. From free estimating and project planning to design and drafting services, an extensive product inventory with a wide variety of brands to choose from, and of course, Hammond delivers from any of the locations across Maine and New Hampshire. Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
Casella Waste. You see their trucks everywhere all the time. That's because they're out taking care of customers like you. Roll-off dumpsters, they've got them 15 to 50 yards. And they're in your neighborhood picking up the trash so you don't have to worry about it. Weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly from 2 to 10 yards. Casella Waste will also deliver portable toilets when and where you need them. And they offer septic services. Call to learn more about Casella Waste. 872-8257, 872-8257 for Casella Waste.
When it comes to your family's winter safety, 201 Tire Battery and Service and Nokian Tires has your back with a Hakkapeliitta R5. These Nokians are pure safety, offering comfort plus increased range for electric vehicles and hybrids. Get your Nokian Hakkapeliitta R5s at 201 Tire Battery and Service, your complete auto center. Mechanics you can trust, Nokian Tires to keep you safe on the road. Your safety team is Nokian Tires and 201 Tire Battery and Service, Route 201 Vassalboro.
Notice the price of gas and oil lately? Thinking about a pellet stove? Pellets are a renewable resource that are economical, and pellet stoves don't have to be ugly or loud. Come talk to us at Somerset Stone & Stove. Let us explain why now is the best time to have your pellet stove installed. Wouldn't you love to have a gas stove or fireplace designed for your home? Let Somerset Stone & Stove design and install a Regency gas stove or fireplace that is just right for you. Let us customize your Regency gas stove or fireplace while you enjoy the beauty and warmth. Visit Somerset Stone & Stove in Oakland.
Dixon's Country Market on the Neck Road, Benton has it all. Sunoco gas and 24-hour diesel, plus a jam-packed store with what you need to grab and go. And so much succulent food. Huge sandwiches, delicious wraps, and hand-tossed fresh dough-loaded pizza. They have drinks, snacks, fresh meat and cheese in their deli counter, plus local Lively's products that won't cost you a lot of money. And remember those whoopie pies? Delightful, delicious Dixon's Country Market in Benton, supporting local high school sports.
Mike Violet, AJ Knights back here with videographer Ryan Neats. Ryan?
You've had a rotating cast of staff. That's fair.
With videographer Galen Neal.
How could you forget Mr. China?
I don't know, because this is the king of China, that's for sure. All right, we're ready to go. Medomak Valley goes this way. It's Holly Pakulski at one guard. She is 5'8". She is a senior. The other guard for the Panthers, Kaitana Williamson. She is 5'8" and a junior. Sarah Nelson is their third guard. They go 3 and 2, basically. She's 5'5" and a senior. Audrey Jackson, 5'9" junior. Maya Cannon, a 5'11" senior up front for Medomak Valley. It's Olivia Childs, Maddie Clement Cargill, Kaylee Crocker, Kelsey Dunn, and Bella Winchin back for Erskine Academy. The Eagles in their home whites. And the Panthers in the dark uniforms. We are ready to go. Medomak Valley goes right to left. Erskine Academy goes the other way. Yes, I'm colorblind, and I don't know exactly what color those uniforms are, so go ahead and laugh at me. Childs takes it all the way, missed the shot. And a nice outlet pass, and they get it ahead to Nelson. Nelson mishandled it, and then traveled.
I think she went to pass there and sort of thought or did it before she actually executed it. Childs, I think, might have gotten fouled on that drive.
All right, in the backcourt, Crocker throws it away, intended. Mid-court for Childs, didn't connect, and Erskine Academy's got to keep those to a bare minimum tonight. That is for sure.
Yeah, because especially you think that possessions are probably going to come at a premium because with Medomak's size, they're probably going to get second, third opportunities.
All right, here's Williamson. Katana Williamson, a 5'8" junior.
What a great name, by the way.
Katana. Over to Nelson. Nelson, left corner to Jackson. Jackson down in the pivot. Here's Cannon. Cannon turns, misses, gets her own rebound, misses that, and the rebound is cleared on the weak side by Erskine Academy. Coming down with it, Dunn. Dunn gets it back. Dunn, a bounce pass to Winchin, back under the basket, and unable to handle the pass. Maddie Clement Cargill, it's out of bounds. And it's a Medomak Valley ball, and again, you got to convert that.
Yeah, that's a costly turnover because obviously just a loss of possession, but that one feels like it should have been 2.
All right, Erskine Academy with a zone press. Not really effective to the cutter. Pakulski missed an easy layup, and that's 2 easy shots at least that Medomak Valley has missed, and somehow Olivia Childs comes away with that loose ball. Childs, left side, Clement Cargill. She's not an outside shooter. Pass is picked off by Cannon. Cannon runs it up, baseline left side to Nelson. Nelson curls in, goes under, and hits. And Medomak Valley leads 2-0. Pass tipped. Gets ahead to Kaylee Crocker. Crocker, the lone senior on Erskine Academy, drives and is fouled. A block is called on Sarah Nelson. Tonight's game brought to you in part by the Central Maine Motors Auto Group in Waterville, the dealer with no dock fees, where cars and trucks always cost you less. Online, cmautogroup.com. Crocker to inbound. 2-0 Medomak Valley. Quick pass in. The shot is up and no good by Dunn. She had a pretty good look at it. Saved under the basket. You never want to do that under the opponent's basket, but it's okay. Medomak Valley comes away with a basketball, and the 15-footer from Williamson is good. It's 4-0 Panthers. And if you're Erskine Academy, you can't let this get out of hand early. That's what Medomak Valley does well, is they put teams away and take them out of the game immediately, and there's another turnover as Bella Winchenbach couldn't run that down.
That's already 4 turnovers for the Eagles.
4 turnovers in a minute and 48. Not a good number. Pekalski in the back, not a Cannon. Cannon can handle it. That's tipped out of bounds by Dunn. To the scorer's table. Good catch by the scorer. And Cannon, the 5'11 senior, will put it into play. Puts it into Sarah Nelson. Nelson trapped as Dunn ran up. In the corner, they get it open under the basket now to Cannon. And Cannon, when she gets freed up like that, if you're going to go for the trap, and Danielle Lefferts wants a timeout, if you're going to go for the trap, you've got to slow the ball down and keep it where the trap is. And Erskine Academy not able to do that. And a 6-0 run to start it here from Medomak Valley. They lead at 6-zip, 5:52 to go in the first.
Yeah, I think Medomak Valley showing, obviously, that both teams like to press. Medomak Valley showing they're comfortable playing against it. Erskine Academy struggling here to begin, obviously, with 4 turnovers, just a smidge over 2 minutes into this game.
Tomorrow night, we got a double dip. We will be in Skowhegan for 2 games. Skowhegan and Mount Blue getting it on tomorrow night, and game time is 6 o'clock for game 1. That is the Skowhegan boys and Mount Blue, and then 7:30 for the Skowhegan girls and Mount Blue, both tomorrow night on the score. Lobbed ahead, too far ahead for Childs, and it is out of bounds. And again, you got to minimize those turnovers. Crocker coming in is Jackie Sassy. Who had a good game the other night.
She had 10, I believe, against Waterville.
All right, over the timeline now, it's Nelson. Nelson, cross court to Jackson. Jackson inside to the big Cannon. Cannon had it knocked away. It is out of bounds off Erskine Academy. It'll be a Medomak Valley ball under their own basket. Pekalski will put it into play. Looking, lobs it out deep. Caught out there by Williamson. Back to Pekalski. Shoveled off right side of the key by Pekalski to Cannon. Shot no good. Rebound Sassy, and then it was knocked out of bounds by Pekalski. So it will go to Erskine Academy. Eagles need a bucket. 2.5 in. We haven't had them score yet. Dashing up the left side, Childs. Rolls around everybody. Beats the defense. Takes it all the way down. Stepped on the baseline.
Heck of a drive there. Just ultimately finally runs out of real estate.
6-0. Another unforced turnover in the back. Cannon. Pekalski. Ball tipped, stolen by Dunn. See if they can convert. Dunn says, I'm going to take it myself. Front rimmed it. Rebound is loose to Nelson. Nelson whips it ahead to Williamson. Williamson in the middle. Sassy blindsided her and stole it. Loose ball to Dunn. Dunn, nice behind the back. Dunn goes in. That's a wicked big Euro step, and she gets the call there. A foul is called. Great reverse with the left hand by Kelsey Dunn.
How about this? You're going to see it here as they come up with a steal. Oh, sorry, that was the wrong.
And Dunn will have a chance to score here for Erskine Academy for the first time of the ball game, and she misses. Still 6-zip. One more for Kelsey Dunn, the 5'5 freshman. Dips, fires. They're on the board. 6-1. Medomak Valley by 5. Pass in the middle, Nelson. Easy press breaker. Williamson drives. The runner doesn't go, but Williamson is going to go to the line. Foul, I believe, on Isabella Winchenbach.
You just see Medomak Valley very comfortable just moving the ball, doing a nice job, even not against the press when they're in that half court as Erskine is put in that zone.
Shot is up and no good. One more free throw here for Katana Williamson, 5'8" junior. Pekalski checks out of the lineup. Second one is also no good, and Claudia Feely is in the lineup. Feely with that rebound. Tried to put it up, misfired on it. Now in the backcourt, it's over and back.
And honestly, maybe a little bit of a break from Medomak Valley because Childs, I think, had a chance to grab that and put it in.
So Sassy on the over and back will put it into play. In the front court, almost surprised. Kelsey Dunn there with it. She did surprise her with it. Dunn drives in. There's another big jump step, and she scores. The freshman guards the strength of this team, 6-3. Erskine Academy pulls within 3. Pass in the middle of the press to Nelson. 2-on-2. Galloping, and a block there by Clement Cargill. They call the foul, though, on Madeline. Nice hustle to get back and get a hand up. But a foul, and Nelson will shoot 2 from the line.
Maybe some body contact there, but I thought that was about the same amount of contact from Cargill as the first one she had.
A lot of ball. Rattles in.
Was clean.
7-3, Medomak Valley by 4. One more free throw for Sarah Nelson. Got it. 8-3. Panthers by 4. Sassy. In the back for Clement Cargill. Now to Childs. Childs uses her quickness to Dunn. Dunn goes in. Back over to Childs. Childs throws it up and in. Beautifully done in the half court there by the kid guards. 8-5.
I think from Erskine.
Oh, here's a steal by Childs. All the way, lays it. Oh, she missed. Rebound, Sassy. Sassy comes out of the pile with it. Saved there by Dunn. Dunn back to Hotham. Now to Clement Cargill. Clement Cargill goes in and gets fouled by Feely. She'll go to the line. Erskine Academy with the hard hats on, and it's paying off.
Well, I think sometimes, right, Mike, you turn the ball over a bunch. You just need to see one go down.
Yep.
And I think that once that happened, Erskine Academy kind of collectively took a breath.
Free throw good by Clement Cargill. 8-6. Back in Katana Williamson. Out Sadie Knight, who is in very briefly for Lindsay Vinyl. Second shot good. 8-7. Erskine Academy has closed it to 1. They have scored 4 in a row. All right, in the backcourt, it's Jackson. Jackson over to Nelson. Nelson trapped. Great defense. Sassy almost stole the ball there from Cannon. Now outside with it, Katana Williamson. Williamson down low in the pivot for Feely. Feely goes in, never got a shot away. Stripped and a steal, though, and then it's stolen right back. Great play there by Williamson. Underneath and up and in for Cannon. There's a missed opportunity there for Erskine Academy. Looked like they were going to get a fast break. Instead, they give up a hoop, and that's knocked out of bounds far side by Williamson. It'll be an Erskine Academy ball. Clement Cargill to put it into play. Pass it to Dunn. Kelsey loves that jump step. Left the shot, though, short on the runner. The rebound ahead, and it was picked off. Feely had it picked off, then it's stolen back by Nelson. Nelson for the layup. Doesn't go. That's an excellent foul there by Olivia Child. She did not let her get the bunny. And you know my philosophy there. Never, ever, ever let them have the easy basket.
Yes, but as we saw last night in Fairfield, make sure it's not a deliberate foul.
Correct, and that was not. Nelson hits the free throw. It's 11-7. And Chloe Fox, 6-foot sophomore, comes in. The height just rolls off the bench. Second one is good, 12-7. Medomak Valley by 5. 3 minutes to go in the first. There's an unforced error there by Erskine Academy. A no-look pass by Nelson. Intercepted, jump ball. It'll stay with the Panthers on the arrow. So you've got Maya Cannon, 5'11", in there, and also Chloe Fox at 6 feet in there. The size for Medomak Valley. On the break, outside Pekalski. Trying to go in the pivot to Cannon. Knocked away, stolen, picked up. Here's Childs. Childs too far ahead of Dunn, and another unforced error.
This kind of goes back and forth. Erskine Academy was at one point had 4 turnovers to Medomac's 1. It's now 10 for the Eagles, which is still not great, but it's 8 for the Panthers.
The team handling the ball well thus far. Here's Cannon. Erskine Academy's pressed the whole game. Pekulski back to Williamson, drives all alone. Fox under the basket, lays it in. Great pass, great vision, 14-7. Erskine Academy doubling up, or being doubled up. There's another steal. Turnover number 11 in the middle for Williamson. Williamson is fouled by Sassy, and she is going to the line. So 6 in a row here scored by Medomak Valley, pending the free throws. Shot was the foul that is on Jackie Sassy. And at the line, the free throw. Good by Williamson. 15-7, largest lead of the game for Medomak Valley. (16-7). It's 9, 2.5 to go. Dunn in trouble. Dunn lost it to Williamson. Williamson laid it over, and the layup for Sarah Nelson. That's just too easy. 18-7. Sassy to Dunn. Dunn hoists a 3, long. Rebound deep, picked off by Cannon. Cannon, lead pass for Nelson. Nelson, a jump step, baseline pop, counted and one.
Nelson taking over this game. She's now got 10 points, and she's going to the free throw line.
And Erskine Academy now on a 12-0 run. It was 8-7, and now in a matter of just about 2 minutes, it's 20-7. Cannon comes out, and coming in, Lily Christ, a 5'8 junior. Lily Christ. It is spelled like that, but it's Christ. Shot no good. Rebound, we've got a foul called, and I think it's going to be called on Christ. It is. 2:08 left in the first. It's 20-7. Medomak Valley. Sassy on the break. Nobody open. Finally done. Frees up in the corner in the backcourt. Over the defense to Childs. Deflected. She picks it up. 3-on-2. That's off a knee there. Not a leg, but a knee, they say. And
close.
Yeah.
I didn't grab a replay of that one, but I don't know.
It was Fox's extremity for sure. The lob into Christ. Christ, nice move. Lays it up. No good. Left-handed. Loose ball to Childs. Childs out of the chute. Slowing it up. A little push off there on Williamson. Now to Sassy. Sassy out front, over on the right to Dunn. Dunn, the freshman, spins and gets fouled by Sarah Nelson.
Now Dunn's have to be careful there because I thought there's a chance they were going to get her for a carry because she kind of picked that ball up like a linebacker and tucked it in a little bit.
And over the limit, both teams, so we'll get free throws for the remaining 129.
Worth noting, that is Nelson's second.
At the line, Kelsey Dunn. Shot is good. 20-8, and that breaks a 12-0 run for Medomak Valley. One more for Dunn. It's good. 20-9. 1:29 to go. Passing to Christ. Back to Fox. Now for Jackson. Jackson threw it away. Intended for Christ. Pass was behind her in the front court.
20 total turnovers thus far in the
turnover festival. Here's Childs. A pick from Clement Cargill. She got tripped. No call there. Now to Dunn. Dunn to Sassy. Sassy circles to the right. To Childs. Childs pass to Clement Cargill. Got tipped away. Picked up by Clement Cargill. Now Childs pounds it in the floor. 1 minute to go in the first. 20-9. Erskine down 11. Sassy to Dunn on the pop out up top. Right side open. It's Winchenbach from the right sideline. No good. Rebound to Fox with all 6 feet. She has really long arms, too.
And she obviously got good footwork because she was guarding Childs a lot of that possession in the perimeter.
Pekulski to Fox. Fox ends up getting the pass on the floor. And traveling is finally called. Chloe Fox doing everything she could not to move.
And her teammates, you see the replay here, didn't really do her any favors.
No, you got to come to her on that case.
You got to bail your teammate out.
And Maya Cannon comes back in, so they have a 5'11", twin tower and a 6-foot twin tower in there. The lob up to Childs. Childs to Winch back to Clement Cargill, and getting back into the play. Good defense there by Lily Christ.
There's some really nice pass use here as they get ready for the out of bounds. And that was an easy layup, but Chris does a nice job just deflecting that one and having him go under the basket.
All right, Clement Cargill. Childs opens up, goes up, throws it up, quick release, counted and one. Olivia Childs knew she had to get rid of it, quickly did and drew the foul. It's 20-11 pending the free throw. Man, I love her game.
Yeah, her and Dunn, they're freshmen. We didn't talk about that a ton in the pregame, but they're freshmen.
Short free throw. Rebound to Cannon. 26 seconds for Medomak Valley to work with. Katana Williamson. Weaving. There is an opening. Stops on the elbow. Down to Fox. Fox goes up. Shot no good. Fox had her own rebound. Tipped it to Clement Cargill. Sassy runs it up the left side. Clock at 10. Sassy tied up and stolen by Cannon. Cannon, nice lead pass for Williamson, lays it in. Erskine Academy had a great opportunity there. Instead of converting, they give up a basket. And Medomak Valley doubling them up at the end of one. The score from South China and Erskine Academy. Medomak Valley 22, Erskine Academy 11. 11, that is. You're listening and watching to high school basketball on The Score.
I came for a visit, and I just fell in love with it.
They just want to see you be you and just excel.
There's a lot of opportunities here.
It really gives me time to figure out what I want to do with my life.
It's a good stepping stone to get to where you want to be.
The tuition is definitely part of what brought me here.
Credits transfer, that's huge, especially for a community college when you're trying to figure out what you want.
CM's the best place. Honestly, it's the best place. You got to be here to experience it.
Looking to begin or further your career in manufacturing and don't know where to start? Midstate Machine is in need of CNC machinists at our Winslow facility, where we manufacture components for some of the most exciting industries: aerospace, defense, power generation. I'm Jeremy Stanford, manufacturing manager, and I personally want to invite you to come learn about the great pay and benefits Midstate Machine has to offer. To apply, visit midstateusa.com. That's midstateusa.com, an equal opportunity employer. Come global with us.
Time for a game reset, brought to you by our friends at Midstate Machine. As he just said, if you're looking for a career, check out the Machinist Development Program, midstateusa.com. After a slow start that saw Erskine Academy fall behind 6-0, they rallied, pulled with an 8-7, but a close of 14-4 by Medomak Valley has them with an 11-point lead as we go to the second game reset. Midstate Machine, and what we have, 22 combined turnovers?
Yeah, 12 Erskine Academy, 10 Medomak Valley.
Not good. Here's Childs. Bounce pass to the cutter to the basket. Winchenbach, she got fouled. Or did she? They call her for the offense?
They called her for the charge.
So Isabella Winchenbach gets called for the offensive foul.
I think that's the right call. I think Medomak Valley was set up. That's her second, by the way. Starting center now for Erskine with 2.
Nice cut in the middle by Williamson to break the press. Williamson goes in. The shot no good. She left it short. Rebound over her head. She goes to the floor. Loose ball picked up by Hotham to Childs. Olivia Childs always in a hurry. Left side for Sassy, who pretty much is too. Sassy to Dunn. Dunn fakes right, goes left. Outside to Sassy. Sassy almost banked it in from 3. The rebound on the miss to Cannon. Looped ahead. Here's Jackson. Jackson stops, double-teamed, inside, nice pass off to Cannon. Cannon turns, she's got a good left hand, and she hit it.
You gotta tighten that up. Jackson stepped through a double team there, and he could easily drop it off to Cannon.
24-11, here's Childs, 3-on-1, lays it over. Hotham missed the shot. Childs with a miss. She thought she got fouled. She didn't, or at least it wasn't called. That's got to be a foul on someone. It's going to be called on Dunn. Childs, after getting that rebound, was deep under the backboard, hit the bottom of it, but some body contact too, but no foul called there.
I'm okay with the Childs one not being called. I feel like Dunn was standing there, I got to be honest.
And Dunn checks out. That's 2 on Kelsey, so that hurts. The cause there. Back in Kaylee Crocker, the lone senior for Erskine Academy. Into Cannon. Cannon doing her thing. She missed an easy shot. The rebound to Winchenbach. In the backcourt now to Childs. Childs over the defense on the right side. Kaylee Crocker. Crocker Kicks it left side. Sassy's open. Long one for three. No good. Rebound tipped outside by Winchenbach. It's out of bounds off Erskine Academy.
Erskine Academy, I think, getting sped up a little bit because even I feel like, and they have to too, Medomak Valley's everywhere. It seems like as a ball handler, you turn around and there's somebody standing there already.
Williamson, right side to Cannon. Ooh, that was a backcourt. It was close. Jumping just as the ball was delivered was Williamson, but she caught it in midair. And so it's a backcourt on Medomak Valley. Let's see if Erskine Academy can cash in. Crocker to put it into play. Crocker into Oriana Winchenbach. And Winchenbach fouled by Audrey Jackson about 40 feet away from the basket.
Now, both these teams hit the bonus, and this not really trending to not go that direction either.
24-11. Erskine Academy looking for a run. Here's Childs.
That's 2 on Jackson, by the way, according to the scoreboard.
Right side Winchenbach. The cutter to Winchenbach. From Winchenbach was the pass was blocked. Out of the pile with it now is Nelson. Right side, the 3 ball from the corner pocket for Katana Williamson. And it's 27-11. Largest lead of the game from Medomak Valley, 16. Childs with a tricky dribble. She should have taken that shot. Take that all the way. Instead, it was stolen by Pekalski. In the pivot, Cannon. Cannon turns, blocked there by Bella Winchenbach, but a foul by Bella as well.
You'll see on the replay here, Cannon does a nice job. She immediately gets a spot, calls to it, sets up and turns, and Winchenbach just doesn't stay big. She puts her hand down, and that's 3 on Winchenbach.
At the line is Maya Cannon. 5'11" senior. Shot is no good. Doubleheader tomorrow night from Skowhegan. Mount Blue and Skowhegan boys at 6. Mount Blue and Skowhegan girls at 7:30.
Tell you what, Mount Blue boys off to a great start, and then seeing Annabelle Morris versus Kinsley Malcor in the girls game, sign me up.
Battle of Route 2. Second one is good. 28-11. It's up to 17. And Crocker accidentally got it over midcourt to Childs. Left side to Sassy. Tried to do something with it before she had the handle on it. Now Childs drives, lays it over. Nobody there except Pekalski. And Pekalski with the steal. Cannon rolls up by Clement Cargill. Goes back outside, and Katana Williamson will slow it up. Left side, threatening to take a 3. Taking the 3, Audrey Jackson. The shot no good. Rebound out of bounds at the Erskine Academy bench, and Coach Leffert's not happy with that call. Checking out for Medomak Valley, Audrey Jackson, and coming in for the Panthers is Sadie Knight.
Yeah, that call she's not happy about because Erskine Academy, Sassy got reached in on and trips, and they just say off her out of bounds.
Baseline left side, Knight wide open, a 5-footer left it way short. Childs out of the shoot with a rebound. She waits, hands it off to Crocker. Kaylee Crocker over the timeline. Crocker to the right. A pick from Sassy to Clement Cargill in the corner. Guarded there by Williamson, knocked out of bounds by Williamson. Erskine Academy ball on the right side of the front court. 4:52 to go in the first half. Pass into Oriana Winchenbach. Trying to back in, Cannon goes around her and draws a foul.
That's a nice job by Winchenbach. Looked like initially she struggled with the dribble and then does a nice job spinning the other way, and then she gained that leverage to force the foul.
First foul on Cannon. And 2 shots here for Oriana. No. Kelsey Dunn and her 2 fouls back in. Sassy out.
Tell you what, it gets quiet in here when the Erskine Academy shoot a free throw.
Second shot is also no good, and the rebound to Cannon, so she missed them both.
Got to cash in on those opportunities.
Yep, especially when the clock is stopped. 28-11, high post to Cannon. Got bumped. Pass is deflected, stolen by Crocker. Crocker taken back by Cannon, then it's out of bounds off Cannon. Little scramble there, and Cannon couldn't find the handle. Crocker to inbound to Dunn. Dunn trapped, Tears it away, and she is fouled. Woo. It's either going to be on Cannon or Prikolski.
A little bit of bailout there. Dunn got stuck.
That was a bailout.
I say Cannon. Cannon's got 2. So now I believe Cannon, Nelson, and Jackson have 2 each for Medomak. Childs has 2. Or excuse me, Dunn. Yeah, excuse me. Dunn has 2 for Erskine, and then Winchenbach has 3.
Childs drives, almost lost it, then had it stolen away. The pass, she was lobbing it out on the sideline, picked off by Williamson. Williamson gets it ahead to Nelson. Nelson missed the shot. Loose ball. Medomak Valley comes away with it. Then, let's see, they say out of bounds. Last touch by Nelson. It's going to go to Erskine Academy with 4:06 to go in the first half. Play a little bit ragtag here the last couple of minutes, both sides.
There's 6 Erskine Academy turnovers this quarter, now 3 Medomak Valley.
Here's Dunn. Dunn driving all the way, under up, no, the shot over Williamson. The loose ball kicks all the way out of bounds on to the near side, and last touched, I guess, by Clement Cargill. Sassy coming back in, and Childs will get a rest. I'm sure it'll be brief.
I don't think so. I think Fox got that because who was it that ducked? Her teammate, I think it was Williamson ducked because I think Fox got a piece of her swatting at it.
High post to Fox. Left side for Pekulski. Cannon out of the game with 2 fouls off the foot of the dribbler there, Williamson, and the loose ball picked up. And driving in the other direction. The layup is good by Dunn, and she is fouled. And so Erskine Academy, about 4.5 minutes before they scored their first points of the second quarter, makes it 28-13, pending the free throw here for Dunn. The foul was on Chloe Fox. Free throw long. Rebound comes down to Knight. Knight over to Williamson. Williamson beats the double team, goes right between the wickets of Knight in the corner, and Erskine Academy gets the benefits of the missed pass and a timeout called here by Medomak Valley. It's a 30 by Lindsay Vinyl. We'll keep it right here with 3:27 to go in the first half, and the Medomak Valley Panthers leading this one by a score of 28-13.
Physical, the fouls, the whistles have been coming, the turnovers have been coming. As of right now, unofficially, and we'll tally them up for you at halftime, Erskine Academy has 18 turnovers, and Medomak Valley has 14. 32 total turnovers with 3:27 still to go in the first half.
But for Erskine Academy, 5 more turnovers than points.
Yeah, that obviously that number stands out. And then part of the problem, they kept them rebounding margin. It was 10-5 Medomak Valley after 1. It's 14-10 right now. It's kept close, but the problem is that Erskine Academy hasn't actually gotten a chance to put up enough shots for Medomak Valley to really get rebounds.
All right, out of the timeout, 3:27 to go. It's the Eagles' ball. Crocker to put it into play against a press in the backcourt, and there is the steal, but a kick on Williamson.
Only took the third time to get that one.
All right, Crocker into Dunn. Dunn against the trap. Back to Crocker. Gets a pick from Dunn. Oh, not a good pass. Stolen away. Fox picks up the loose ball at midcourt. Fox kicks it over to Nelson. Nelson back over to Williamson. Williamson, they swing it around. Right corner, turning down the 3 there was Knight. Taking the 3 from the right wing is Jackson. No good, and a whistle and a foul on Medomak Valley.
They get Fox for over the back. Actually, I think the ref said push.
Second foul on Chloe Fox. And it puts Medomak Valley over the limit.
Oh, no, Mike. I don't think it's second foul. I think she got 1, and then she got... Oh, no, that was 5. You're right. Never mind. I was going to say teed up for a second.
No, she didn't.
No.
So 2 shots here for Oriana Winchenbach. 28-13. Need these free throws. Got it. 28-14. Back in for Medomak Valley. Claudia Feely, 5'10" sophomore, one of their quadruple towers. Second shot good. 28-15, the lead 13. 3 minutes to go in the first half. Williamson over the timeline to Nelson. Popping out left corner. Open Jackson for three. Jackson's three off the back of the rim. No good. Rebound to Feely in the corner. In the pivot to Fox. Fox goes up. No. Fox got her own rebound. She is so tall she was able to go over the back without going over the back. And it's 30-15. Driving is done, and done with a Euro step that they're going to say was 1 Euro step too many. And so the basket waved off. What kind of sound effect is that? Is that your bewildered sound effect?
That's my very unsure sound effect for sure.
All right, 30-15, and there's a fastball high that is thrown away, intended for Claudia Feely. Into Dunn. Kelsey up the left, 30-15. Dunn. Outside Winchenbach, a bomb for three, way off, and the rebound picked off by Fox. Child still out of the game. You would think that Coach Lefferts would get her back in pretty quick. A foul called in the rebounding action.
Yeah, that one, Cargill's just standing there, and if anything, Fox just kind of turned into her hand, and
Here's Williamson over the timeline, picked up by Sassy. Foul line right to Jackson. To Fox. Fox on the other side to Jackson. Ball tipped away, picked up by Clement Cargill. Up to Dunn.
She's got Sassy in the corner.
Dunn, a tricky dribble, almost too tricky, but Sassy that is, bails her out. Now to Clement Cargill. Back to Dunn. 1:45 left in the half. 30-15. Winchenbach drives, goes in, runner, no, rebound, up, her own miss. The putback for Oriana Winchenbach.
She's got 4 this quarter.
30-17. And off the bench, Childs. And she'll get a chance to come in now. Childs will come in. Sassy will come out. Lily Christ coming in for Chloe Fox, and a timeout for Lindsey Vinyl. Wants a full one. We'll take it to $1:21 to go in the first half. The score, Medomak Valley 30, Erskine Academy 17. You're watching and listening to high school basketball on The Score.
For us, it's a family business that is steeped in tradition. You know, our relationship with Waterville goes back a long ways. Over the years, we've been fortunate enough to grow, and we've been able to grow with the town. We look at the work that we do as something bigger than just the sale of a car or the servicing of an automobile. We're here to be a part of something bigger than just ourselves by giving back to the community with our time and our energy, because it's all about taking care of people.
Whittemore & Sons, your Coyote tractor dealer. Dependable sales and service for over 50 years. We are located on the Waterville Road in Skowhegan. Sales and service by a family who cares.
Mike Violet, AJ Knight, Galen Neals, our videographer tonight, back here at Erskine Academy in South China, where we will be one more time this week. Coming up on Saturday afternoon, Oceanside at Erskine Boys for a 1 o'clock matinee. In between now and then, a double dip in Skowhegan tomorrow night. Boys first at 6, Skowhegan and Mount Blue. Girls second at 7:30.
Are you surprised, Mike, the Child sat for so long? I know she had to get a breather, but Medomak Valley's only scored 8 points this quarter.
I am. All right, Panthers to put the ball into play. Sarah Nelson into Williamson. Williamson pounds it into the floor, works it to the left. Panthers with the ball. They lead by 13. Pass tipped out of bounds. Good play by Dunn. Get a hand in that passing lane. Pass by Feely, tipped out of bounds, so it'll be a Panthers ball. 1:13 to go. Williamson lobs it out deep to Jackson. Jackson backs it out, now lobs to the foul line to Feely. Feely looking to pass from there, does. 3 for Williamson, fills it. Katana Williamson with a big 3, 33-17. Dunn. Dribbled it off her foot, I believe, and it's picked up by Nelson. Nelson, the lead pass for Christ, under the basket, wide open for 2, is Katana Williamson. And all of a sudden, it's out of hand again. 35-17. Shot ends up short there by Childs, and it rolls out of bounds. And so Erskine Academy here in the final minute. Some problems, and the lead has jumped back up to 18. Pass in the middle will break the press to Nelson. Now ahead for Williamson. Williamson to Nelson. Nelson out near midcourt. Over to Jackson. Back to Nelson. They're going to wait. Clock at 17. On the right side, Jackson. Back to the middle to Williamson. High post to Feely with 10. Now they're working on the right to Nelson. Knocked away there by Childs. Childs contests it. Picking the ball up. Nelson, she threw it away with 2.1 as she had to go back to the backcourt. Not a backcourt violation. Had to go back to the backcourt to retrieve. Went to the floor and then trying to pass it up. It was tipped out of bounds by Erskine Academy. So time for a catch and a shot.
I mean, that's the biggest thing that really killed the clock.
Feely looking to get it into play. It's tipped away. It was intended at the foul line for Christ. So no further damage suffered here by Erskine Academy, and they will go into the locker room down 18 here at halftime. The score from Erskine Academy in South China, the Medomak Valley Panthers 35 and the Erskine Academy Eagles 17. This is high school basketball on The Score.
At PJ Diggs, they know septic systems. Maybe your existing system is failing or it's a new house lot. You need new installation. Call PJ Diggs. They can bring their site evaluator to design the right septic system. Headed to camp? Ditch the outhouse for a newly installed system. How about a septic system for your campsite? Imagine your own private campground. Already have a septic design? PJ Diggs can install it for you. Call 431-4299. That's 431-4299. At PJ Diggs, they know septic systems. 131 Hinkley Road, Canaan.
Over 30 years ago, Paul and John A. Bowen set out on a mission to help aging Mainers stay in their own homes. Assistance Plus grew from their passion, dedication, and integrity where clients come first. Today, Assistance Plus serves not only the elderly, but clients with developmental and behavioral health challenges. Assistance Plus is here for you today and through all points of your life.
Oh, please start. You wouldn't allow your car to bypass its maintenance, would you?
Hey, Jen, would you look this up on your computer?
Oh, wish I could. This office computer is so slow.
How about your computer maintenance? Trust the pros at Computer Improvements. They can come on site or stop by, handling general maintenance, antivirus protection, hardware upgrades, and Computer Improvements can set you up with solid-state hardware memory, giving your operating system wicked fast response time due to less moving parts, so your day isn't like this. Contact Computer Improvements to schedule your service today. Computer Improvements, downtown Skowhegan.
Central Maine Community College in Auburn. Over 40 academic degrees and programs recognized as some of the best in the United States. Nursing, criminal justice, forensics, psychology, IT, education, culinary arts, and so much more. Offering one of the lowest tuition rates in New England. Plus, a top-seeded national champion producing athletics department. Central Maine Community College in Auburn. Find your passion. Go to cmcc.edu.
Do you need to replace your old, worn-out windows? Then you need to call Renewal by Anderson today. We're the replacement window division of Anderson, which means you can get your project started right away by scheduling a free in-home consultation. Ask your consultant about pricing options, including our 1-year price lock guarantee quote. Call now to schedule your free design consultation. This fantastic money-saving deal with great financing ends soon. Installation is always included. Call now.
Mike Violet, AJ Knights, back here live at Erskine Academy in South China. Halftime of this matchup today between the Erskine Academy Eagles and the Medomak Valley Panthers in girls basketball. Erskine Academy on top here by a score of 35-17. Halftime's brought to you by Hammond Lumber Company, serving Maine and New Hampshire from 22 locations. Your building project partner. And as we go back in time, Medomak Valley jumped out to a 6-0 lead, but Erskine went on a nice run after that. A 7-2 run made it a 1-point ball game at that point. About midway through the first half, it was 8-7 Medomak Valley, but a 12-0 run boosted the lead up to 20-7, a 14-4 run actually from that 8-7 score, and so a nice close by the Panthers. They led by 11 at the end of one, 22-11, and it really got away from Erskine Academy in the second quarter, the lead bumping up to as many as 18 points, and that's where it stands right now as Erskine Academy was outscored by Medomak Valley 13-6 in the second quarter, 35-17 17 is where we stand right now. And at last counts, Erskine Academy had more turnovers than points. I don't know where that stands now, but it's too close for comfort.
20
Okay.
total turnovers for the Eagles at half. 17 for Erskine Academy. And one of the things that surprised me, you and I talked about, Childs was not in foul trouble. Granted, obviously, she had not sat to that point when she took a seat in the second quarter. But up until basically that last stretch where Katana Williamson scores 5 straight points for the Panthers, it was Medomak Valley wasn't really scoring, so they weren't really getting away from Erskine. Erskine just wasn't scoring as well, and felt like there was an opportunity there to maybe chip into it a little bit. And then Childs comes in, and Katana Williamson kind of finds their stroke a little bit, and like you said, they get it back out to 18.
Again, the turnovers, when you're a team like Erskine Academy and you have some major matchup problems, and obviously the size is the major matchup problem, you got to take care of the ball. You can't be throwing it away. So aside from the size differential that Medomak Valley has, they've also done a great job of pressing the basketball and causing those turnovers, really disrupting Erskine Academy. Even with the quality ball handling of Olivia Childs and Kelsey Dunn, it hasn't been good enough. And so that's why the Eagles find themselves on the short end of this score here, 35-17 at the half.
Yeah, I think you're seeing a little bit, maybe a little bit difference in experience too, right?
Yes.
Or Medomak Valley looks like they've drilled against the press. They seem to move the ball. They have 17 turnovers of their own, so they're not playing clean by any stretch, but they are able to at least get in their half court. Medomak Valley's winning the rebounding battle 18-10, which obviously we expected with the Panthers' size compared to the Eagles. But that I feel like that margin would be even wider. The problem is Erskine Academy's just had such trouble getting into a half-court set.
Right.
And so when they do, they're one and done. Medomak Valley's done. Chloe Fox specifically had a couple stretches there where, I think you see here as we played second quarter highlights, we just saw her literally put up a layup, miss, just tower over to get a no board, and then go right back up with it.
Yeah, she can be over the back, as I said, without being over the back. She is that tall. So with that size disadvantage that Erskine Academy has, and which they have, frankly, against a lot of teams, you've just got to take care of the ball. Also hitting free throws would help as well. But both teams are young. We know that. But Erskine Academy is definitely younger.
I mean, their starting lineup, you have 3 freshmen and a sophomore.
Right.
1 senior on the roster. Yeah, they're an incredibly young team. And I think that comes with it, as I talked about, 60 in 4 of the 5 games they've played thus far this season. Dunn and Childs have scored almost 64% of their points. Well, at some point, you get into the season, they're not going to be the surprise newcomers anymore. Teams are going to start to game plan for them. And also, they've got to adjust. They went from middle school basketball last year to high school basketball this year. So there's probably this. I think it's one of those things where just a little bit of the learning curve there is there. You don't, I think, become wise without getting a few lumps.
Indeed. There's something profound there. I'm not quite sure what it is, but there is. Let's take a look ahead. Tomorrow night, a doubleheader in Skowhegan. Mount Blue at Skowhegan boys at 6. Mount Blue at Skowhegan girls 7:30. Saturday afternoon, we finish the week up right back here, Oceanside at Erskine Academy for boys action at 1 o'clock. Halftime's been brought to you by Hammond Lumber Company, serving Maine and New Hampshire from 22 locations. Your building project partner online, hammondlumber.com. It's Medomak Valley 35, Erskine Academy 17. Second half action is next on The Score.
When you're ready to tackle your next building project, no matter how big or small, depend on Hammond Lumber Company for the products and services you need. The knowledgeable staff at Hammond Lumber will be with you every step of the way and keep your project on schedule. From free estimating and project planning to design and drafting services, an extensive product inventory with a wide variety of brands to choose from, and of course, Hammond delivers from any of the locations across Maine and New Hampshire. Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
Mike Violet here in the studio where I do opening drive every weekday from 7 until 9 on The Score. And in my hands, I've got a mafia envelope, as I call it, full of University of Maine hockey tickets, men's hockey, women's basketball, and men's basketball that the University of Maine was nice enough to give us to give to you. Very simple process for you to win these UMaine hockey, men's and women's basketball tickets. Go to YouTube, go to Central Maine Sports, our YouTube channel. and subscribe. Once you've done that, send us an email to thescore@centralmainsports.com. That's thescore@centralmainsports.com. That allows us to verify your username, and that officially gets you in to win University of Maine hockey, men's basketball, and women's basketball tickets, all from the place for local sports and your home for University of Maine hockey, women's, and men's basketball. The Score.
Casella Waste. You see their trucks everywhere all the time. That's because they're out taking care of customers like you. Roll-off dumpsters, they've got them 15 to 50 yards. And they're in your neighborhood picking up the trash so you don't have to worry about it. Weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly from 2 to 10 yards. Casella Waste will also deliver portable toilets when and where you need them. And they offer septic services. Call to learn more about Casella Waste. 872-8257, 872-8257 for Casella Waste.
All righty, back here live at Erskine Academy in South China. Eagles with the ball down 18. Isabella Winchenbach inside to Clement Cargill on the cut, couldn't use it, and she got fouled. All the way through, she got hit by Sarah Nelson, I believe, called for the foul. So it's Pekulski, Williamson, Nelson, Jackson, and Cannon out there for the Medomak Valley Panthers. We'll get to Erskine Academy in a second. That was Kelsey Dunn. I know that with a driving layup off the inbounds pass, and a good start for Erskine Academy, 35-19.
They do love their inbounds plays.
Clement Cargill, Childs, Crocker, Winchenbach. The shot up, no good. And the rebound is outletted to Olivia Childs, and she couldn't hang on to it. Kelsey Dunn is the fifth player.
I think they got to actually. Oh, no, you're right. I was saying, no, she's setting up. They got a bump. Okay. I wasn't sure there because the checking in. To say Nelson's going out. She picked up a quick third foul.
Yep, coming in Sadie Knights.
I lied, Mike. That's her fourth. She got called there. Okay. She's got 4.
All right, so that was a foul, and now all of a sudden Maya Cannon limps off. She is wearing an ankle brace on her right ankle. I don't know what happened there.
She must have. I wonder if it's one of those things where, incidental, right? She just stepped back on somebody's foot.
Could be.
I missed it.
Trainer's over to take a look. Here's the lob in for Dunn. Great athletic play by Pekulski to break it up. That was outstanding. Pekulski tipped it over to Williamson. Katana Williamson, foul line left. Jackson to Pekulski. Back baseline left side for Jackson. The lefty three is no good. The rebound run down by Bella Winchenbach.
Nice job boxing out there by Winchenbach.
Here's Crocker. Crocker against the double team. Oda Winchenbach. Not a Childs. Childs. Bounce pass to Dunn. Not a good one. Too far ahead. Picked off by the Medomak Valley Panthers. A running hook shot, no good by Williamson. The rebound to Childs. Not a Crocker on the outlet. They had Dunn for layup, didn't see her. And Childs with it out front. Childs, the freshman point guard, on the right to Clement Cargill. Wanted the three, didn't take it. Crocker to the cutter. This is Dunn. Dunn goes up, blocked, and a foul on Feely.
All of a sudden, Mike, Medomak Valley better be careful because you lose Nelson and Cannon, like you said. You get 4 fouls on Nelson. Cannon goes out because of an ankle injury, and you've got 3 fouls already, and we're a minute and a half into the third. 5's free throws.
Shot by Dunn is good. She's an excellent free throw shooter, 35-20. A lot more motion in the Erskine Academy offense here to start the second half.
Definitely agree with that.
Here's Dunn. Of course, I say that she's an excellent free throw shooter, and the broadcaster's jinx is in effect. She misses the second one. However, perhaps to break the hex, the ball went out of bounds off Medomak Valley.
Yeah, Puchowski couldn't hang on to it.
Dunn, back to Clement Cargill. Open, takes the shot, doesn't make the shot. Rebound run down there by Feely. Feely, outlet pass for Pekulski. Pekulski, back out front now for Jackson. On the left, Williamson. Picks the dribble up, back to the cutter, back in the corner it goes tonight, back to Williamson. Now to the foul line to Feely. Feely, backdoor open there, Knight doesn't take the shot though. And they wheel it back outside to Williamson. Williamson on the right. Trapping defense employed here by Erskine Academy. They are getting after it. Feely at the foul line, shut off nicely by Winchenbach. Right side three, Jackson bombs away and she nails it.
That's a backbreaker. That was very good defensive half-court possession.
It was. Childs. Clement Cargill, the pass picked off by Jackson. Jackson in a crowded front court. Got it down into the left corner for Pekulski. Pekulski. One dribble on the weave to Jackson. Now to the foul line to Feely. Right side, that is Jackson actually. High arcing three, no good. And the rebound to Crocker. Crocker to Dunn. Dunn and Childs. Dunn goes behind her back, except she couldn't get to the ball because she was blocked by Pekulski.
Yeah, I think that's a foul.
Could have been called. Pekulski out of traffic. Back outside, Williamson, a three ball, no good. Rebound, Childs boxed out, but she didn't see the ball come. That one is good just inside the line by Sadie Knight. And it's 40-20, Medomak Valley doubling up Erskine Academy. Winchenbach and a foul called on Feely, a promising start to the quarter. But Medomak Valley has grabbed control. Here's Sassy coming in for Childs. And Fox coming in for Feely.
That's the thing, even with Cannon sitting, I mean, we talked about it. Coach Vinyl made a point about it. They just got a lot of size.
Here's Dunn going in. The shot no good. Boy, a lot of defense there. She was surrounded by Medomak Valley jerseys, and the outlet pass to Jackson. Jackson to Knights. Back up front for Nelson. Sarah Nelson reverses to the left to Jackson in the corner for Knight. It's like they're playing.
Yeah, I was going to say, they look like they're stalling a little bit with Cannon and, just content to kind of move it around.
Yeah, I would agree. Baseline left side, Williamson open and missed everything, and the rebound picked off by Dunn. Dunn to Crocker, back to Dunn. Our running buddy Childs is out of the game. Dunn spins, almost out of control, lost it. Clement Cargill jacks up a three. Off the front rim, rebound out of bounds, and just let go there by Pekulski. And coming back in, Oriana Winchenbach. And she'll come in for Sistabella.
Williamson, by the way, had the game high. She had 14. Nelson had 10. They were the two leading scorers. Leading scorer was Dunn for Erskine Academy. She had 7. She's got 10 now.
All right, 40-20 still. Sadie Knight outside to Fox on the right sideline. Way in three-point land. Fox out front. Crocker almost took it away there from Pekulski. Now to Fox. Fox foul line right. Reverses to the top to Knight. Guarded by Dunn. Dunn goes for the steal. Doesn't get it. Now Jackson with it. Jackson drifts over. Lays it off on the weave to Williamson. Runner from her left to right drive is no good. She's going to the line for 2.
That's one thing that you could see there, too. Medomak Valley really spreading out, and so Williamson had a path to the basket when she wanted it, and there she took it.
Katana Williamson, 5'8". Shot is on the way, and it's good. 41-20, largest lead of the game for Medomak Valley. They lead by 21. Oriana comes back in, and Clement Cargill comes out. Second one on the way, and the roll. It's 42-20. Dunn, our player of the game last time here. Drives. The pass is tipped. Stolen Williamson. May have a layup. Goes all the way. Lays it up too hard. Rebound Fox. No good. Rebound of her own miss. No good. Third time not a charm. She can't get it. Williamson did instead, and her attempt to put it back in, she was fouled. And looking on the bench, I don't see Maya Cannon anywhere. So she's in the locker room being looked at. The free throw is good.
Yeah, she, like you said, just Cannon had the bump on the foul, and then she just all of a sudden, like you said, limped off.
Yeah, it was kind of weird. It wasn't in the flow of play. It was when play was stopped. 44-20, largest lead of the game for Medomak Valley, 24. Winchenbach, wide open, Crocker. Crocker lays it in. 44-22. Katana Williamson, 2:40 to go in the third. Medomak Valley is led wire to wire. Foul line left, Sadie Knight. Knight stops left of the key. Dish to the foul line to Jackson. Jackson has to retrieve it out front. Bounce pass off, foul line left extended, Pekulski. To the cutter, backdoor Williamson up, no good. Rebound boxed around, coming down with it is Oriana Winchenbach, and then lost out of bounds, but last touched by Williamson. So it'll stay with Erskine Academy.
Williamson now up to 18 points from Medomak Valley.
Here's Dunn. Dunn, the freshman guard, fakes right, goes left to Sassy. Sassy, pass over to Hotham. Serena Hotham. Back to Dunn, left of the key, looks it over. Backdoor the pass, could have been a little harder to Crocker, and it didn't get all the way through. It's picked off by Fox. A little more mustard on that, you might have a layup. 44-22 on the right, Pekulski. To the driving Fox, and Fox rolls it around and missed. The 6-footer blew an easy shot there, the rebound to Erskine Academy.
In this case, I think it was too easy.
Crocker. The degree of difficulty on that shot was 0. Dunn traveling. Could have also been an offensive foul. I mean, that's a shot that Fox can make with her eyes closed.
Yeah. I think it's one of those things, too. I think she takes the gather dribble, and you just expect someone to come to you, and you're not there, and you kind of overthink it, I think, a little bit. Put a little too much English on it.
Rachel Richardson in for the first time tonight for Medomak Valley. She's a 5'6" sophomore, wearing number 4 for those of you watching our video stream. Here's Williamson. At the top, drifts over to the left to Jackson. Jackson now to Richardson, holding up top. To the cutter, inside to Christ. It's tipped and stolen by Sassy. Sassy had it knocked away as she was going to the basket. It'll stay with the Eagles.
That's just the first Medomak Valley turnover this quarter, so doing a much better job almost the entire quarter played.
Crocker to inbound, it does to Sassy. Sassy back out front, Winchenbach on the right to Dunn. Dunn goes up, throws it in from 10. On the baseline, 44-24. 1 minute to go in the third.
That's a tough shot.
Williamson over the timeline. Blows by Dunn all the way. Right side open from the baseline. Knight for 2. No good. Dunn with the board. Kelsey Dunn drifts up the right. A stutter step. Makes her move. Back outside. Kicks it to Crocker. Now to Winchenbach. Jackson 3. Bang! Oriana Winchenbach. Makes it 44-27. It's 17. Over the timeline, Williamson. They're going to wait. Williamson drifts over to the left, guarded by Dunn. Clock at 15. Williamson, left corner for Lily Christ. Back to Williamson. Angles in, stops at the elbow. The shot a little bit too long. Rebound cleared there by Hotham. They've got time if they hustle. Winchenbach, it's stolen though. Tipped. Knight over left side. A 3 for Williamson at the buzzer. No good. And that is it. Third quarter in the books. A 17-point lead for Medomak Valley as we go to the fourth. The score, Medomak Valley Panthers 44, Erskine Academy Eagles 27. You are watching and listening to high school basketball on The Score.
When it comes to your family's winter safety, 201 Tire Battery and Service and Nokian Tires has your back with a Hakkapeliitta R5. These Nokians are pure safety, offering comfort plus increased range for electric vehicles and hybrids. Get your Nokian Hakkapeliitta R5s at 201 Tire Battery and Service, your complete auto center. Mechanics you can trust, Nokian Tires to keep you safe on the road. Your safety team is Nokian Tires and 201 Tire Battery and Service, Route 201 Vassalboro.
Notice the price of gas and oil lately? Thinking about a pellet stove? Pellets are a renewable resource that are economical, and pellet stoves don't have to be ugly or loud. Come talk to us at Somerset Stone & Stove. Let us explain why now is the best time to have your pellet stove installed. Wouldn't you love to have a gas stove or fireplace designed for your home? Let Somerset Stone & Stove design and install a Regency gas stove or fireplace that is just right for you. Let us customize your Regency gas stove or fireplace while you enjoy the beauty and warmth. Visit Somerset Stone & Stove in Oakland.
Well, the good news is the Erskine Academy Eagles won the third quarter. They outscored Medomak Valley 10-9. The bad news is they're still down by 17, 44-27. Good news for Erskine Academy, Olivia Child's back in the lineup, so both their freshman guards in. That's always good.
Yeah, for Erskine Academy, I don't know if there's necessarily 17 points of difference in there, but this game feels like they've had their opportunities to keep it within single digits.
Fox, high post at the foul line, needs to get rid of it. Finally does to the cutter, Pekulski. Mikulski pulls it back outside to the top now to Nelson. Nelson back on the right, and Wilson zigged, and she thought she was going to zag, and she throws it away. So it's an Erskine Academy ball. Still no sign of Cannon on the bench for Medomak Valley, and in a 17-point game, she's not needed, but some concern on that ankle. Yeah. Childs popping out, it's done. Dunn, foul line left extended. Back to the top now to Winchenbach. On the right to Childs. Childs over to Clement Cargill. Back to Childs. Childs jacks a three. In and out. And the rebound out of bounds off Medomak Valley.
I thought Childs was going to shoot that initially on the right shoulder. And instead they run the weave a little bit, and she gets a good look at it.
You can tell that Childs and Dunn have chemistry. They have played together so much. They're the exact same grade, of course, freshman, as Childs is fouled on the way up. I was watching Childs on the right side there with the ball. She just looked at Dunn and gave her a slight little head nod, and Dunn took off for the basket. So they've got a definite vibe going.
Yeah, and this team just, again, incredibly young. And like you said, those two freshmen, so they're going to play 4 years together.
Shot is in and out. Gotta make those free throws.
Problem for Erskine Academy on top of the turnovers tonight. Childs hasn't made a field goal since the first quarter.
Yeah. Still 44-27. Second one by Olivia. Rolls off. She missed them both over two. But guess what? Her buddy Dunn got the rebound and missed the putback. They had a crack at the offensive rebound, but the miss picked off by Williamson of Medomak Valley. Williamson over the timeline on the left to Jackson. Jackson to the cutter, Nelson. Nelson all the way, lays it up and in. Nice offense there. 46-27, it's 19 again. Childs hands it off to Clement Cargill. Clement Cargill also young, she's a sophomore. Dunn to Childs. Childs with an opening, goes in, lost the handle. She slipped and fell. A little stumble there, that hurt. She might have jammed an ankle or a knee, trying to shake it off. And
my kind of player. Refs stopped the game and told her she had to check out. Her first reaction there, no.
So Brooke Blaze comes in. Childs checks out. She just sort of awkwardly moved, landed, however you want to call it. And it looks like the right leg, ankle, knee, something like that. So she's out, and Blaze is in. It is a Medomak Valley ball. They are comfortably in front, 46-27. On the drive, stumbling on the way through Nelson, and she stumbled for a reason because she got fouled.
She got tangled up there with Blaze. Medomak Valley, I think, content to play kneel-down basketball right here.
Panthers ball on the baseline. Just the first foul by either team here in the fourth. Wide open corner three by Williamson. Yes.
That was very beautifully executed because Nelson specifically looked the other direction to get Williamson some more space.
Clement Cargill, Childs comes charging out of the locker room, so she looks like she's all right. They are going to possibly wrap the ankle or put at least a sleeve on it. Yeah, they're going to put a sleeve on it.
I imagine, Mike, if this game was closer, she'd let her tough it out, but this one you just stayed, we got a long season.
Well, she's tying that ankle brace up pretty darn fast, so I wouldn't be surprised
She
to see
wants
her.
to play.
Oh, yeah. She wants to play.
She didn't want to go out.
All right, on the drive, a steal by Clement Cargill. Clement Cargill on the right to Dunn. Dunn, everybody backs off, takes the three just a shade short. Rebound kept alive. Winchenbach with a putback from 5. Right in the middle of the lane. It's good.
Winchenbach's now got 9. Didn't score in the first quarter, so all coming in the last 3 quarters.
49-29, the lead 20. Williamson drifts over to the left to Jackson. Jackson to Fox in the corner. Fox, the 6-footer. To Mikulski. Mikulski outside. Mikulski kicks it off on the right side to Nelson. Back to Mikulski. Down to 5 minutes to go. As you mentioned, AJ, kneel-down basketball is about what this is.
Because the problem is they spread them out.
Nelson goes in on the drive. She got hammered, and Maddie Clement Cargill called for the foul.
I would say and you could see what the Medomak Valley's doing there is because they're playing 5 outs, right? Because they're just moving the ball around, and at any given time, Nelson or Williamson is content to drive when they feel like they can.
Shot is good, 50-29. Coach Lefferts over in front of Childs as she laces up the shoe. And Childs looks like she's ready to go. Whether she gets to go is another story. Second free throw, no good. 1 of 2, 50-29. Here's Dunn, some fancy dribbling. Laid it over to Blaze, left corner. The shot by Sassy, no good for 3. And the rebound is stolen by Dunn, and Dunn ends up on the deck, and she was fouled.
Tell you what, you talk about how Childs never goes anywhere in a hurry. Dunn, I think, took a shot there. She's gathering herself at the line. But Dunn doesn't go anywhere, doesn't do anything without conviction.
Well, they both play hard. Erskine Academy's played hard as a team. They have gotten after it for sure. Kelsey Dunn at the line, shooting 2. First one is good. 50-30. Fox checks out from Medomak Valley, checking back in Lily Christ, the 5'8 junior, with 4:39 to go in the ball game. Second one by Dunn, yes. 50-31. Medomak Valley by 19. On the right, it's Nelson. They're all spread out. Nelson hands to Pekalski. Haley Pekalski has it left of the key, needs help, comes out to Christ, foul line left extended. Lily Christ drops it off to Feely, top of the circle. Back in the corner, saved there, good job by Williamson. They keep it alive. Christ, a driving runner, count it, and a foul on Brooke Blaze.
How about that? Sort of accidental offense to the nth degree, huh?
That's the best kind sometimes.
That starts with a save play from out of bounds, and then you just kind of able to shuffle your way to the basket.
Free throw is good, 53-31. 4:10 to go. Dunn to the top, spins in, and traveling, yes. She loves that move where she reverses. Got to learn, though, to keep the ball on the floor. And Childs is up, and she's going to come back in.
I think there was some very serious politicking over there from number 4 for the white team.
I believe she did some work as well. Well, she bolted out of the locker room with that brace. And a foul out front on Dunn. That is the last foul that Erskine Academy has to give. And here they come. Clement Cargill and Childs come in. And checking out, you got Lauren Dufour and also coming up Brooke Blaze. Pass into Pekalski. Pekalski works it to the left. Now out of the top. To Feely. Feely, foul line right to Christ. Christ traveled. Hung up there. Turned it over.
Nice closeout by Clement Cargill, and then Chris, I think, not the ball handler preference for Medomak Valley. Kind of shuffled her feet there trying to gather.
All right, 3.5 left. Winchenbach to Childs. Childs to Sassy. Now to Clement Cargill on the right. On the wing, throws one up, and it was a wild one. It went up over the backboard, into the support, and down the back.
Yeah, trying to draw some contact there, and took a wild shot, hoping for a whistle.
Turnover, ball ends up out of bounds in front of the Lester B. Davis official scores table.
Yeah, and speaking of the scores table, they're lucky because Childs nearly careened into it after having to sit down and put that ankle wrap on.
All right, the inbounds pass to Williamson. Again, they play delay. In the left corner, Jackson, now to Williamson. Williamson, over to Jackson. Jackson curls in, kicks it off on the right. They turn down the shot. Circling back to the top, Williamson to Jackson. Knocked away by Clement Cargill. Back in the corner to Feely. Back to Jackson on the go. Jackson hits the runner, counted and one.
Again, Medomak Valley does a nice job as well of seemingly having that internal clock to know when the 5 seconds are, because they just don't. They move it and they take the time and they make a nice pass.
Yeah, that's the end of the night there for Maddie Clement Cargill. She fouls out. 5 fouls. She's gone. Coming in to take her spot is Kaylee Crocker. Foul shot is good. 3-point play. 56-31. Largest lead of the game, 25. 2:40 left. Dunn over to Winchenbach. Oriana for 3. No. We'll check that was Hotham for 3. It was no good. Rebound out of bounds. Even the Medomak Valley girls are rolling their eyes at that one.
And he missed that one. It was tipped by Medomak Valley. We had a very good angle on it.
And they changed their minds.
Home crowd might have got a little influence.
Justice
on that
prevails. It's the small victories in life. All right, here's Crocker to put it in. Into Childs. Childs looks fine.
I mean, she immediately shook off the ref.
Childs to the top. She's a superb ball handler. Only going to get better. In the corner, Oriana Winchenbach.
That was a bump.
Childs to Dunn. Dunn tries to drive. That's got to be traveling again. She's got to work on that move. She got to work on when she picks up the ball and what she does with it off the dribble.
Yeah, just picking up a step too soon.
Pass ahead, Pekalski. 2 minutes left. Pekalski, far sideline to Nelson. Nelson harassed by Dunn. Nelson drives, throws up the shot. No foul called.
Yeah, she tried to really, really create that contact.
Serena Hotham snagged the rebound. It was knocked out of bounds by Medomak. Here's Childs. Crossover dribble to the left. Oriana Winchenbach lost it. Goes to midcourt to get it. Now to Dunn. Off the ball. We've got a whistle timeout called here by head coach Danielle Lefferts. 1:37 to go in this one. It's 56-31. Medomak Valley over Erskine Academy. Quick break. Back after this.
Dixon's Country Market on the Neck Road, Benton has it all. Sunoco gas and 24-hour diesel, plus a jam-packed store with what you need to grab and go. And so much succulent food. Huge sandwiches, delicious wraps, and hand-tossed fresh dough-loaded pizza. They have drinks, snacks, fresh meat and cheese in their deli counter, plus local Lively's products that won't cost you a lot of money. And remember those whoopie pies? Delightful, delicious Dixon's Country Market in Benton, supporting local high school sports.
I came for a visit and I just fell in love with it.
They just want to see you be you and just excel.
There's a lot of opportunities here.
It really gives me time to figure out what I want to do with my life.
It's a good stepping stone to get to where you want to be.
The tuition is definitely part of what brought me here.
You know, credits transfer, that's huge, especially for a community college when you're trying to figure out what you want.
CM's the best place. Honestly, it's the best place. You got to be here to experience it.
All right, out of the timeout, ball just inbounds to Childs, and Olivia called for travel. So Childs turns it over. 1:37 left in this ball game, and the bench is emptying here. We got Lauren Dufour coming back in. Danica Ferris is going to come in, and Brooke Blaze will come in. Childs, Dunn, and Crocker all come out. No sense really pushing Childs on that ankle, even if it's fine. Lead pass all alone, Jackson. Jackson with a breakaway layup, and she hits. 58-31, minute and a half to go. Ringing on Winchenbach. Winchenbach hands it off to Ferris. Ferris not ablaze. Inside, Dufour. Shot blocked there by Fox, who just stood there and put her arms up. That's all she needs to do at 6 feet. And the loose ball scooped up by Knight. Knight back out front for Richardson. 1 minute left. Feely up top to Fox, and a timeout is called here by Lindsey Vinyl.
I think this to get a sub in.
Yep, she wants to get Alyssa Smith, a 6-footer in.
Jeez.
That's the last of the quadruple towers to get in the game. Lindsay or Alyssa Smith, 6-foot sophomore.
Cannon, who got injured, we haven't seen. She's a senior, but Fox and Smith are both sophomores, like you said, and then Feely, 5'10", sophomore. So they're going to have size for a few seasons.
Indeed. Lots of it, too. So 2 6-footers in there now for Medomak Valley, and the Panthers with the ball here, the final 53. In the corner to Richardson. Richardson drives. It's there. She's going to take it. You can't stop playing when you get an open shot like that, especially as a bench player.
Yeah.
She's on the scoreboard, 60-31.
Now, how else are you supposed to go to your coach and be like, hey, did you see that layup I made?
Yeah.
Let's get some more minutes here.
Dufour has her pocket picked. Lead pass all the way. The shot is up, and it is no good by Sadie Knight. She's going to the line here. And so Sadie will shoot 2.
I had heard that this Medomak Valley team is good. Turnover is going to be, and actually they've done a little bit better job here in the second half. Turnover is going to be an issue, but man, with that size and then obviously getting enough contributions out of Nelson and Katana Williamson specifically, they're tough.
First free throw, no good. Second free throw, good. 1 of 2 for Knight, 61-31. Tricky dribble by Winchenbach. To the foul line, off to Dufour. Shot no good by Lauren. Rebound picked off in there by Richardson. Richardson up to midcourt. Final 13 seconds. Rachel Richardson. Got to do something with it. Finally got it over to Knight. Knight had it tipped away. Winchenbach, 2-1. It'll count if it goes. It doesn't, and that's it. So a cruise control night for the Medomak Valley Panthers. Final score in this one, Medomak Valley 61, Erskine Academy 31. The postgame show and our score player of the game coming up next.
Looking to begin or further your career in manufacturing and don't know where to start? Midstate Machine is in need of CNC machinists at our Winslow facility, where we manufacture components for some of the most exciting industries: aerospace, defense, power generation. I'm Jeremy Stanford, manufacturing manager, and I personally want to invite you to come learn about the great pay and benefits Midstate Machine has to offer. To apply, visit midstateusa.com. That's midstateusa.com, an equal opportunity employer. Come grow with us.
For us, it's a family business that is steeped in tradition. You know, our relationship with Waterville goes back a long ways. Over the years, we've been fortunate enough to grow, and we've been able to grow with the town. We look at the work that we do as something bigger than just the sale of a car or the servicing of an automobile. We're here to be a part of something bigger than just ourselves by giving back to the community with our time and our energy, because it's all about taking care of people.
Whittemore & Sons, your Coyote tractor dealer. Dependable sales and service for over 50 years. We are located on the Waterville Road in Skowhegan. Sales and service by a family who cares.
At PJ Diggs, they know septic systems. Maybe your existing system is failing or it's a new house lot. You need new installation. Call PJ Diggs. They can bring their site evaluator to design the right septic system. Headed to camp? Ditch the outhouse for a newly installed system. How about a septic system for your campsite? Imagine your own private campground. Already have a septic design? PJ Diggs can install it for you. Call 431-4299. That's 431-4299. At PJ Diggs, they know septic systems. 131 Hinkley Road, Canaan.
Over 30 years ago, Paul and John A. Bowen set out on a mission to help aging Mainers stay in their own homes. Assistance Plus grew from their passion, dedication, and integrity, where clients come first. Today, Assistance Plus serves not only the elderly, but clients with developmental and behavioral health challenges. Assistance Plus is here for you today and through all points of your life.
Welcome back to Erskine Academy in South China. The Medomak Valley Panthers will have a happy bus ride home as they have knocked off the Erskine Academy Eagles here tonight by a score of 61-31. I'm Mike Violet. She is Lindsay Vinyl, the head coach of Medomak Valley. Congratulations, Coach. A nice win.
Thank you. Yes, very nice.
Wire to wire, you talked to me in your email earlier today about your bigs, and your bigs are really good, and they made a huge difference in this game. First of all, my question is about the health of Maya Cannon. Is she all right?
I think, well, it's the same ankle she sprained.
She was wearing a brace, right?
Yeah, earlier in the season, in our preseason. I think we just got to keep. I don't think she'll be out. Yeah, I'll give her tomorrow and Saturday and Sunday. We'll have her in the ice bucket. We'll wrap her and have the brace on it. So I think
she'll like a true coach.
I think she'll be okay.
I'm glad to hear that.
I know, because she was coming to life the past 2 games, and for that to happen.
Yeah, clearly a lot of game there. But then when you can bring Chloe Fox off the bench to spell her, the sophomore at 6 feet, you lose nothing.
Right. Exactly. And Chloe wants to battle, and she's aggressive, and every practice she just wants to get better and better, and you can tell in her game when she's out there she's getting more confident with her moves. So it's nice that I can have her come off, and then I have Claudia coming off, who's another 6 foot. So I have backups to the backup, so that's always nice.
Yeah, there's the twin towers, then there's triple towers. Mm-hmm. You're pretty much at quadruple towers as we speak with this
and
team.
3 of them are sophomores, so we have a long way to go with them to improve them too.
Yeah, you've got your quadruple towers, 3 of them sophomores, and Erskine Academy's got their 2 guards, Dunn and Childs, who are really going to be very good. They're both only freshmen, so some really good players. But you were able to, I think, trap them well, do a good job against two girls that handle the ball well. A lot of turnovers. I believe Erskine Academy, AJ's working on them. How many? 30 turnovers you caused. So
our defense
when you give up less points than turnovers, you're doing good.
Yeah, our defense, when we come out and we're focusing in it, we shut down a lot. Our defense is our major focus point. And then our offense just runs off of that when we're on. So my little guards are good, and then we have, like you said, the twin towers that are huge, and our arms are, and we're very aggressive defensively.
Their arms are long, that's for sure. A lot of length there. We'll enjoy the bus ride home. Back to Medomak Valley. Appreciate it, Coach. Thanks very much.
You're welcome.
Congratulations. That is Coach Lindsay Vinyl. Who's Lindsay Vale? I think she's a skier. Lindsay Vaughn's the skier. That's right. Lindsay Vinyl is the basketball coach at Medomak Valley. We are back with the final numbers and our score player of the game coming up right after this.
Oh, please start.
You wouldn't allow your car to bypass its maintenance, would you?
Hey, Jen, would you look this up on your computer? Oh, wish I could. This office computer is so slow.
How about your computer maintenance? Trust the pros at Computer Improvements. They can come on site or stop by, handling general maintenance, antivirus protection, hardware upgrades, and Computer Improvements can set you up with solid-state hardware memory, giving your operating system wicked fast response time due to less moving parts, so your day isn't like this. Contact Computer Improvements to schedule your service today. Computer Improvements, downtown Skowhegan.
Mike Violet, AJ Knight.
We are back. Okay, I wasn't sure. Yeah, he's not lying. Mike Violet and AJ Knight back here live. A wire-to-wire win for Medomak Valley tonight. They win at 61-31. For the first half of the first quarter, this was a game. 6-0 lead out of the gates for Medomak Valley. Then a close of 7-2 by Erskine Academy. It was 8-7, and then a 12-0 run to finish up the quarter. Medomak Valley led by 11 at the end of 1. They outscored Erskine Academy 13-6 in the second quarter, led by 18 at halftime. Erskine Academy actually won the third quarter 10-9, but by that time they were still down by 17 in a 17-4 close by Medomak Valley. They win it by 30, 61-31.
Numbers for you on Erskine Academy. Only one player got to double digits. Kelsey Dunn finished with 14. Oriana Winchenbach came close. She had 9. Olivia Childs, we talked about keys to the game at the beginning. Her and Dunn were going to need big games. Childs only scores 2 field goals, both of them in the first. She finishes with 4. On the other side for Medomak Valley, Katana Williamson leads all scores. She's got 21. Nelson had 13. And then Cannon and Jackson, they combined for 15. That's what they pretty much get almost all their points out of the starters. The bench only scores 12. And then turnovers, you talked to Coach about it, 30 for Erskine, 25, though, for Medomak.
Yeah, it's got to be worked on.
28-23, Medomak Valley with the rebound advantage. Erskine, I think, closed that gap in the third quarter especially. But the problem is, again, Erskine just didn't get to a ton of half-court sets. There just wasn't as many rebounds. And then free throw line, 15 for 21 for the Panthers, 10 for 18 for the Eagles.
So there's no question about it. Erskine Academy is a work in progress. They are a building program. Medomak Valley is more than a work in progress. They're a team that can be someone you wouldn't want to play in the postseason, but they've definitely got to clean up things as far as taking care of the ball is concerned. Also get Cannon back healthy, and that's going to be a factor in the second half. But as we scorch through the second half of the season now with Christmas and the holidays behind us, it's nothing but wall-to-wall basketball the rest of the way. So you're going to see teams get better here quickly because of the amount of games that they're playing.
Well, it's funny. When I went to grab Coach Vinyl for the post-game interview, she was talking, of course, to Coach Lefferts, and they were exchanging back and forth. And then when they broke huddle, last thing Coach Lefferts said to her was, "We'll see you again."
Yeah. Because they do have another game on the schedule.
They do, but it was more so, I think, the tone of I think her team, and that's what he said. I think I don't know. There wasn't 31 points worth of mistakes out there for Erskine Academy, I think, tonight. But up until the fourth quarter, it felt like there was just we kept getting to these points where the Eagles felt like they had these opportunities to really chip into the lead, and you kept pointing it out, and then they'd have an offensive rebound, and then they turn the ball over, and it just felt like they had a bunch of those tonight that would have made the game closer, at least through 3.
How many did Williamson finish with?
21.
21, a game-high 21 for Katana Williamson, our score player of the game. A doubleheader to wrap up Friday for you tomorrow. We've got Skowhegan and Mount Blue. The boys play at 6 o'clock, the girls at 7:30. Then we're back here Saturday afternoon for the Erskine Academy boys taking on Oceanside for a 1 o'clock ball game. So that's going to do it for us here tonight. Again, from Erskine Academy in South China, for Galen Neal, for AJ Knight, Mike Violet saying so long from Erskine Academy. Final score in this one, Medomak Valley 61, Erskine Academy 31.
Thanks for tuning in to The Score. In case you don't want to miss the next one, subscribe, like, and hit the bell to stay informed. This is the place for free local high school sports, The Score. And it's been brought to you by Central Maine Community College, Central Maine Motors Auto Group, Hammond Lumber Company, Midstate Machine, Whittemore & Sons, Somerset Stone and Stove, 201 Tire Battery and Service, PJ Diggs, Renewal by Anderson, Assistance Plus, Computer Improvements, Dixon's Country Market, and by Casella Waste.